Not.
Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, and you know what happens on Thursday? Do you know? Do you know?
No.
Well, you're going to find out. You just got to wait for it because today is a big day for some info, and you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Welcome to the 863 Morning Show with your host, San Martin Rodriguez and Eric Knight. Spend money to get water.
Well, is it go deeper? Anyway,
good morning, everybody.
There we go. Look at our LinkedIn went off, but our Facebook went off like middle of the day yesterday, all day long. What is going on, Facebook? Where are the notifications?
Several times. So we're not trying to spam you guys. I just think Facebook is broken. Who knows what's really going on?
Facebook doesn't tell anybody what's going on anymore.
They don't know what's going on. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But Eric, tell everybody.
All right, it is National Nutty Fudge Day.
Nutty Fudge?
Nutty Fudge.
You nutty fudger.
Yep.
Nutty fudger.
That sounded a lot like a dad joke.
Yeah, it is pretty much. Okay, so back in the days, we were just sitting there and we're just like, man, how do we incorporate cuss words without cussing?
Without actually doing it?
Yeah, so fudge was one of them.
Okay.
Freak was another one. Yo, freaking guy.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So, anyways,
I'm trying to pull up, see if there's any forest news besides the wind.
Forest
my
news.
Gosh.
Yeah,
can you turn down the wind a little bit, please?
Please do. So I have a poll, but it's you guys got to promise that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. If you guys do promise, then we will go ahead and go on with the poll of the day. Hand on heart.
There is no fire update.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay. Anyway,
there is a bad COVID thing going on.
No, don't say that. Would you just do the thingamajigger?
Okay, hand on heart. Are you guys wearing pajamas right now?
Pajamas.
Multiple choice. A is no. B is 100% yes. C, business on top. PJs on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
I literally just took them off a minute ago. So are you guys wearing your pajamas right now, watching us in the morning show? If you are, it's not a big deal. But at the same time, it's the poll of the day. Are you wearing your pajamas?
Okay.
So anybody out there?
Anybody.
Let's see. What, Dale, are you wearing your pajamas right now, sir?
Uh-huh.
Gloria, are you wearing your pajamas right now? We want to know.
Yep.
Let's see it happen right now.
Yep.
Okay, so today is a very big day. Yesterday, we ended up taking a lot of our afternoon to go ahead and hang out with some of the biggest town mayors, city mayors in general. And this is a big deal because ultimately they were all talking about economic growth because technically this is what economic growth is all about. So in the middle of it, they all spill what their towns are doing, which is freaking awesome. I'll go down on Camp Verde, Cottonwood, and Clarkdale, and that region right there alone is that they've been dubbed. What do you call it?
Hey, that's not us.
Jeez, it's so weird. Why were they notifying everybody?
I don't know. They're not notifying anybody. Anyway.
So what ends up happening is that Clarkdale and all that whole area has turned into wine country.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is crazy.
Wine takes a lot of water. You know that.
Well, that would be where we're going off here. And also, Prescott Valley gets up and says, we got a lot of cool things going on. We are trying to, they ended up purchasing a part of it or all of it, Glassford Hill, in order for it to be preserved, so you could go ahead and utilize it for hiking and just pretty much that's it, right?
Yeah. But so, I don't know.
Anyways, I get up and after hearing everybody's like,
rock the boat
positive.
like immediately. First of all, tell them who's there. It was town of Clarkdale, right?
Yes.
It was the Verde Valley mayor.
Yes.
Who else was over the hill?
Cottonwood
was
Clarkdale,
there.
and then Chino
and
Valley.
On our side of the hill is Chino Valley.
Prescott
Valley.
Yep. There was no Dewey Humboldt influence there. I don't think there was any Dewey Humboldt, but also in attendance was Craig Brown and Maricopa's Mojave County. What do they call them? The
planner.
Yeah, I guess the planner. I don't know.
Town planner.
Yeah, town planner were all there in attendance to talk about some of the stuff that was going. But
hey, we're finally got a notification. So hello to the new people.
Hello to the new people.
All right. So you asked. Go ahead.
So I got up and I asked. So with all this economic growth, how are you guys going to go ahead and handle the water and the what do you call the impact on obviously our roads, because having more people is having more problems. And it's not because we are like saying, hey, you're going to be a problem. It's just more or less that we got to understand the concepts of what is actually being utilized, the roads, the water, the resources, the air that we breathe. I mean, everything is accountable. So
Mayor Phil jumped right up. Mayor Phil Good.
Yeah, he was happy.
And he was the first one. He's like, well, let's talk about those roads.
Yeah, let's talk about those roads.
How many tickets have they given on
over 900 plus?
900 citations on Willow Creek Road since the first of the year because of people being just jerks along that road, and they're worried about safety. And so that's a lot of tickets.
It was, and I'm telling you what that. Okay, so we ended up having a comment earlier on one of our group pages, and it was talking about the actual roadways. They're like, this doesn't look like it's an effective tool. Well, that was just for the last week, and cumulatively since Mayor Feelgood has actually been in his office, that he actually said that he was going to go ahead and slow it down. And so they have written up more than 900 citations, which obviously is telling those people to slow down and obviously show
follow the laws.
Yeah, follow the laws.
Follow the laws. There's just a lot of not law following outside of speed, but I know he's
no law following.
Yeah. So and then you dug into the water, which it's a really bad moment. I saw your post yesterday of Lake Mead.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, guys.
Wow. I mean, and then we saw this morning Pine. Is that Pine? You know that area over on the other side of the state, almost like directly. They are completely out of water.
Yeah.
Like the News Channel 12 did a video, which you can go see on their website, about their wells. They've got like 60 some wells, and only 20 of them are producing right now. And there's no more. If you cannot build there, there's no more water supply. It's like, I'm blown away. First of all, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
And two, I'm just like, well, can that happen here?
Yeah. Well, when speaking with Councilman Brandon Montoya, we were actually talking about this whole subject. They ended up writing a new policy that's actually 28 policies inside of this. It was written by, a bunch of active people in the community and also, leaders in our community. And in this, he's going to send it to me as soon as he gets it, so we can go ahead and go over the policies. But it's all in regards to save what's happening in our future. So if you guys saw our post, that's actually current numbers and current things that are happening, and how do we actually help that, and how do we actually really do take care of that? And I'm kind of confused, like, so many years we've had all that water inside of those reservoirs, but all of a sudden it starts going away. What has changed? And obviously people have, put it on no rain.
And I don't think everybody's anti-growth, because you got to have growth. I remember 2008 up here; it was bad.
We have to have growth?
But you do have to have growth, but it doesn't have to be extreme growth. And so I honestly thought that the water thing wasn't that as big of a deal as everybody was making it out to, but the signs are kind of scary. I don't know. When's the last time you've been out in Coyote Springs, out in Prescott Valley?
Oh, well.
So there are now water delivery signs all along Coyote Springs because their wells are going to dry.
Yep.
That's scary.
So he made a statement as this. He goes, Brandon Montoya, once again, and quote unquote, he says, this is kind of a bowl of water, and wells are like this. Is like, you put a straw in, 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 and then we put a straw in. And when Prescott is actually the main water holder of this area, they actually mean it.
They set policy.
They set the policy. So what ends up happening is that Prescott will go ahead and put these water tanks, water reservoirs, and pumps. And what happens is that, here's all these other, wells or whatever in this bowl. And when they start sucking the water out of that bowl, then ultimately all those straws, whether they be long or freaking not long enough, will end up having those empty wells. So when that happens, then there's an issue. So needless to say, there is an actual call to action, but Prescott has actually written a certificate saying that we will have water for 100 years. And it has to be rewritten almost every 15 years, I guess.
Yeah.
And that actual policy that we talked about prior to this is all going down. We thought it was going to be presented in the beginning of the year, but then I guess sometime in June or May, they're going to actually talk about the wells and where they're at currently. And so this is an assessment of saying where we're at. But once again, one of the things that caught me yesterday with that mayor conversation was Sedona. Sedona wasn't in this conversation.
Sedona was not there, yeah.
And so what they ended up saying to us, well, it was an actual quote saying, Prescott.
Did you pull up the screen?
Sorry, I didn't.
Okay.
So Prescott has an issue, or not? Sedona has an issue with tourism. Go figure. So they actually stopped their promotion of tourism because of the issues that were coming out of it. And we're all like, come on, bring the tourists in, bring the tourists in. And I tell you this much, is it's a chain reaction of a reaction to what is the problem is. You want people to come into your town, well, you better go ahead and keep that cushion somewhere around maybe a little to not a lot. Camp Verde was like, hey, wine country, everybody show up. Well, what does that mean? You need more wine, which actually needs water.
Which needs a lot of water. Grapes do need a lot of water.
Yeah, so anyways, this is kind of what ends up happening. So with that being said, I didn't want to go ahead and bore you guys.
No, it's not. No. It's concerning. I think there's definitely some alarm bells going off that we're not going off before.
We're not going off before, but you know what? One of the things that we definitely need to understand is that the reason why I put out that post is because we can actually make a difference, and ultimately, so can you. And if you guys want to go ahead and learn more, please follow our pages, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create something that is actually factual, but also not like too alarming, where it's just like everybody dies tomorrow. It's more or less that tomorrow is going to be the effective party in this, and if we could obviously do something today, then we could possibly help out. So how I actually listened to yesterday was like, these are the resources for the desert area of what you can do. Don't put grass in. That'd be kind of like defeating the purpose.
Well, and in Prescott, they give you credits for not doing some of the stuff or removing some of the stuff.
If you remove that, they will go ahead and actually give you credits on that. If you actually change out, your toilet systems, your dishwashers to be effective for water conservation, they will help you out on that. Utilizing, I think if you reclaim water or capture water, and I think if you say something to the water company, then you will have
it's so funny, and I don't know that they enforce it anymore, but do you remember that it used to be illegal in Arizona to capture your own gutter water?
Yeah, it used to be.
I think it still is on the books, because that water is owned by SRP and people downstream, and so if you're catching it, they don't get their water allocation, is what the deal is.
And this could be an issue.
I think it's still on the books as illegal, but people do it now. Yeah.
It's not a good thing. So,
all right, we got some comments here. So Gloria saying no jammies. Let's see. Dale says just took a shower. Happy Thursday. And then also Deep Wells once again too big for the area. And we have billboards in other states urging people to come to Prescott.
Yeah. No, there was an actual.
Tell them to bring a water truck. Bring their water buffaloes.
Yeah, bring your water in general. And somebody saw it all the way in. There was a far off country where they saw like, come to Prescott, move to Prescott. And so I don't know. I think the tourism of Prescott actually handles that one. So if you guys don't, it is what it is. We're going to have to step up and say something, because this is one of those things where, if you don't, then, there's going to be an issue. So controlled growth is a good thing. But at the same time, how do you stop it? How do you freaking figure it out? Anyways, with that being said, Eric, what do you got going on this weekend?
Oh my gosh. And so today we have the Prescott Area Young Professionals thing here today. So if you want to promote your business, it's a good event with Amber Sky bartending. And we also have Spicy Streets tacos. And then we have Cupcakes by Leanne, all providing stuff for the event tonight.
Wow, that's so dope.
And so that's at 5:30 tonight, I believe.
Check it out,
Here
Eric,
at Prescott Executive Offices. What's that? Yeah, I see LinkedIn.
Boom, boom.
Anyway, so if you want to connect to people that are really smart and in our area, definitely come out tonight. And we are at the Prescott Executive Offices at 5:30 today.
Yes. And I'm going to be here. So if you guys want to go ahead and
so I was going to say, are we going to open this up again? Are we going to have the studio on?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, we'll go live. And so people will be able to promote their stuff on here and then also say hi to everybody.
Yeah, I
So
think
you can be on the flip side here.
I think we'll end up having a live feed in the room.
In both? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Since we do have the ability for that. So,
We have
anyways,
enough internet.
yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, woohoo, let's do this. So, if you guys want to go ahead and be a part of what we have going on, make sure you follow the page, theprescotttimes.com. And also, we are actively showing all of these cool things that are happening. This right here is going to be happening, and you guys are all welcome to be a part of it. So this will be going down July 2nd over there at the Triple Creek and the Hilton Garden Inn. And it's going to be on the back patio, and I'm assuming that water park will be open, so you can bring the kid, the family, come listen to some good music from Josh Scott. And I'm telling you what, you do not want to miss this event. It's going to be huge, and I'm so happy for all of our sponsored people: Desert Rose Retreat, Sam Hill Warehouse, Beast Mode, Mobile Nurse, the Prescott Times, Cobby Logistics, the Prescott Executive Offices, Josh Scott Music, Hilton Garden, Triple Creek. And I tell you what, guys, this is going to be a huge deal. So if you guys want to be a part of it, come on down. It's going to be amazing.
Okay, and
the movies.
Boom, there it is. The movies are back.
The movies are back. And if you guys want to bring the whole family, once again, this is a free event to the community as well. So we're putting these on because of our awesome sponsors. And as soon as we get our sponsors up and running from the movie Moonlight Movie Nights, we'll give a special shout out to them. But you know what? I did a huge I guess investigation of the Harold James Family Trust.
Mm-hmm. They're the ones sponsoring. They're the ones who make this happen every year.
And I tell you what, dude, the story behind this was freaking amazing. It's a pioneer of a man's vision to go ahead and be somebody greater than he was. And he started off as being just a helper. And then all of a sudden he made it to Prescott, Arizona. And now his trust fund the trust in general is doing a lot of cool things in the Prescott area, because the mom, which was James, I forgot her name, Mitzi James, said, I want all of these this money to go to all these things for the city of Prescott.
That's awesome.
And so if you see something that has to deal with the James Trust or James anything, this is because of them. They're pioneering efforts. And if you guys want to hear the story or see the story, you could go ahead and Google it. The name and everything is online, so you guys have all that access. But these people are pretty cool, and I would like to go ahead and share with them. And not speaking of all the other things as far as what do you call it?
I don't know what.
If you're not knowing about all the business mixers that are happening, you could go ahead and follow one of our pages on the groups. But we also have one coming up on the May 25th day over at the Prescott Law Group offices right there on Merritt Street in Prescott, downtown Prescott. If you guys want to come out, check that out. It's going to be a fun time. And with that being said, I am done.
Yes.
I got so much stuff to do.
So come out tonight. I hope we get to see a lot of cool people.
Dude, it's going to be the biggest PAYP party I've ever been to. So come on down. Eric has a tab.
Yeah, he's not lying. Yeah.
With that being said, check out our business partners. These are the reasons why you guys get to see our smiling, my beautiful. Oh, you got a beard too. Bearded faces, right? Beautiful faces. Without them, we couldn't make this happen. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we can go ahead and fix what's going on.
LinkedIn's broken.
Everything's broken over there. I'm out of here. Check out our partners. We appreciate you. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. Remember, love always wins. See you later.